Hi, everybody. Welcome back to, and yes, you can hear me this week. As you know, there are trials and tribulations that come with the audio version of this, so we're working out the kinks, okay? I would appreciate everybody to bear with us. Do you have anything to say to that?
Yes, it was in my housekeeping. We understand when we listened, there was mic craziness.
We were having mic difficulties, and you know what? It's rolling with the punches. We're only 32 episodes in.
Only.
So.
And by the way, a couple of things.
I mean, we're only 32 episodes in.
Yeah, but let's just say a
People
few
do
things.
like thousands of episodes.
Okay, hold on. First off, when Gabe asked us to hold the mics, we tried, and that was our first attempt last week. I clearly was holding the mic too close, and Ava was having issues with her sound.
Did you hear her saliva glands last week?
You may have heard me chomping around.
She was chomping around back there.
Okay, we're going to just try and not go to that. And
Struggling to type in your password.
Yes, I'm going to get my
She's trying to pull it up.
Okay. So we did have mic craziness. We're going to try holding them again this week, and I'm going to hold it further away, and hopefully Ava is close. So bear with us. We're working on it. Wouldn't you prefer to see our lovely faces? She left the pears.
I actually forgot that they were there, and now we are keeping the pears. Pear feedback.
Anybody want to weigh in? They were bubbies. They were in her dining area. I like them very much.
I think you like them because they were hers.
No, I like them.
But we look like we're literally 89-year-old women like her.
Why? Should we take them down?
As I said last week, it just looks like a bunch of household objects. Pear, orange, vase, clock. It's looking a little bit like
all right.
things.
We'd like people to weigh in on the pears.
You guys don't even want to see the plates that are hanging on the wall.
No, they're very nice.
No,
they
the plates are extremely nice.
Plates look good. And by the way, I want everyone to admire my centerpiece, which I made because I've been teaching myself how to floral arrange. I think that's pretty good, given
I had the independent thought of wanting to floral arrange, and then somebody said that they were already on their floral arrangement
I
journey.
watched videos, and you know what I've learned? Floral tape. Whoa. It's a game changer.
Yeah, everyone, have you seen that wire? People put wire in odd shaped things.
Yeah, I'm not advanced. I'm doing very basic.
No, it is basic.
Really?
It's like fish.
Me.
It's like webbed. It's essentially this, but wire.
Really? Okay. Well, I'll move on when I have mastered the centerpiece. Okay. Should I just keep going in my housekeeping? I have a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it. Your font is at 100.
I have old eyes. I don't know what to tell you. You're really on me today. I'm doing my best. Okay. I was thinking about last week and the discussion we had about confidence. And I just want to acknowledge that when you get rejected when dating, it feels very personal and to your core. And I really understand how it's hard to have self-confidence and bounce back from that.
Oh, really?
Yes, I think.
I didn't feel that way.
For you, but I think there are other people who definitely feel like, oh my God, that person didn't like me. What was wrong with me?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's always a natural first thought. I don't know. I think I carry it with me, from the story last week. I think I carried it with me for 2 days. And I still think to myself, oh my God, that's such a crazy story. But no part of it do I think has to do with me. So I haven't internalized that.
I think that's very good. That's very healthy self-esteem. I did not have healthy self-esteem like that, and I would have taken it very personally for many, many, many months, potentially years.
Some might say my self-esteem is too healthy.
Some may say that. So in response to that, know what I really was thinking all week when it comes to self-confidence and dating or in the workplace, why not you? Right? You said that, right?
You're saying this I did. That wasn't my whole theme last week.
I know.
Give me a little bit of credit.
I just said, you said that.
Yeah, I know, but you said it after. That was my whole thesis last week.
It's
why
right.
not me?
Why not you? And I think if people walked around feeling, why not me? everybody would be a whole lot more self-confident.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that it's something that you can adopt for everything in your life, because I think that we always have to grow and like change. But just the overarching idea of I'm so great. Why are you hiding from me?
Because I wanted to ask you if you know something. I don't want you to cheat.
Oh, I can't read. My eyesight isn't that good.
Okay.
But yeah, I think why not me is just like a thought to always have floating around at the back of your head in moments of self-doubt. I think people who think why not me about every portion of their lives are entitled and are usually assholes. But I more so think pull it out in moments of like feeling unsure of myself.
Well, I guess I was thinking for people who are not self-confident, it's revolutionary to think, why not me, right? Because you feel so opposite to that I think it's really helpful that you'd be like, you know what? I do deserve good, and I do deserve to get the job, and I am qualified, and I should be dating because I'm great. And I think people need that push. A lot of people need that. So,
I mean, we're not qualified, but yes.
No, we are not qualified. Okay, I also want to say that it is our anniversary.
Today?
You know that? October.
Then it's not our anniversary.
Well, that's next week.
October what?
I think the first week of October.
Fine, let me look at when the first episode was posted. You can't just be throwing around an anniversary that's not real.
I thought it was the last week of September, first week of October. A year, even though we only have 32 episodes, which means we've missed a lot.
We've missed a lot.
But still, as I told you, someone I know who is a podcaster with millions.
October 14th. We got a little while.
2 weeks. Someone I know who's a podcaster with millions of listens told me most people don't make it past the 14th episode.
Let's go. We doubled that shit.
He said we're in like the very top. He said you're in like the top 5 or 10% of podcasts just by virtue of having as many.
Why aren't we getting more listeners? Where the hell is your consultant when we need him most?
It's because we haven't done anything to get listeners, which we know we're discussing. If you want to weigh in, we talked about that last week.
Wait, can we just say, this is going on the listener thing. I have so many people say to me, like, I love the podcast. Yes. And I'm like, yeah, like you listen? And that's always my first question. I go,
yes.
Yeah, you listen? Like, where do you listen? And the automatic response is usually no. I just watch the clips. What is this bullshit?
I know. A lot of people do
that. You like it so much, you're going to say to me that you like the clips, but then you're not going to listen to the full episode. And it's not even like it's a big commitment. I'm not trying to call out these like clip gremlins, but I kind of am. Like, what? You're watching a clip or two? What do you mean?
Well, you know how people do like a pod, but they also really focus on their clips? And that begins to make
You're going to start getting into a fight with me.
I am. I know.
What am I going to say?
You're going to say, we need a social media person. And I'm going to say, I haven't been ready.
And why do I need a social media person? Because I could do it, but I work full time and I don't have enough time to do it.
Okay. We know this, but we love our loyal following. Okay.
The ones who actually listen start to fiend.
There were lots of people who are happy that we came back. All 70 to 100. Okay. Listen, it's exclusive.
Yeah.
You could say that we're an exclusive club.
Yeah, we're super exclusive.
We are. We only look for certain people.
We're exclusive because of enemies I've made through the years.
No.
We're exclusive.
No. Okay, let's go on. I want to fact check what Ava said last week. 2 things. Ava, do you happen to know the actual name of the bike path on the Hudson River on the west side? Do you know what it's called?
West Side Highway Run?
Incorrect.
No, then I don't.
It's called the Hudson River Greenway. And that last week, as you recall, Ava said that her friend Eltion said that is the most trafficked bike path in the country. And I didn't believe that. So I did a little research. According to the New York City Department of Transportation, Eltion is indeed correct.
Let's go!
Eltion, nice job. 7,000 cyclists a day use the West Side Highway bike path, and it is considered to be the busiest in the country.
And what do you have to say to Eltion?
Sorry about Eltion. Sorry, Eltion. I didn't mean to doubt you. You know I always love you.
He always is just a container of knowledge. Eltion has his facts down.
He does. Then Ava went on to discuss Ozempic.
Let's go.
And she said it was being used for mental health to help treat anxiety and mental health issues.
No.
Okay.
I did not say that the purpose of taking Ozempic was to replace an SSRI. I was saying that it was helping to reduce some users' dosages of their SSRIs because they were feeling less anxious. However, I want to make an addendum and say I talked to somebody about this, and apparently a person whose anxiety was lessening then evened out and went back to being anxious.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I looked it up, and I went to the NIH, the National Institutes of Health, because I believe in their sourcing.
Still?
Oh, NIH, always.
I don't know.
You're talking about the CDC?
Oh, right. It's the CDC.
No, I believe in the CDC too, although mired in politics. But the NIH, absolutely, that is a gold standard. And indeed, Ava is correct that there was a big study, a big one, 4 million patients, which isn't like 100 people.
Yeah.
Conducted by this research company, a data science arm of a medical record company. And indeed, it showed that the compound that makes up Ozempic was linked with reductions in the prevalence of anxiety and depression diagnoses.
Let's go.
And indeed, it's now being studied to help disorders like schizophrenia and see if it actually could be something to help mental health issues.
So do you think that it could cure my celiac also? It seems like it can do everything.
I think so, but I have to say, for someone that doesn't know facts a lot of the time and definitely just speaks, you got them both right.
I ate you up.
You did.
Wait, next week, can you look up next week?
Yes.
Add this to your list.
Yes.
If Ozempic makes you genetically younger, because I read somewhere that it's going to also be used for anti-aging.
Oh God, here we go again. Now I'm going to have to fact check.
Oh my God, do you guys
situation.
know the guy who made it his life's mission to never age and to age backwards basically?
Yeah. No.
Apparently his cells were tested or his whatever, he's not aging, and he's actually older than his biological age. Yeah, and he's spending millions on all this bullshit.
Don't you wonder about the cryogenics?
Move that closer.
The cryogenics. Yeah. People are going to Costa Rica to do all kinds of, I don't know. They're getting
transplants, infusions.
They're doing all kinds of infusions. There's all kinds of longevity stuff going on. And I do wonder, does it work? Is it ethical? And do I want to? I mean, yeah, I want to feel like my knees don't hurt me when I'm 90, but I don't think I want to live to forever.
I mean, I don't think that that's happening because I just don't, or right now I don't, but it does make you wonder if you invested in doing that and then you die. Yeah. Would you die at a later age?
I don't know.
Then you have
how would you know?
Then you have my grandmother who's eating 10 pounds of butter a day.
No protein.
A stick, no protein, and is 91 and has her 92 and has her wits about her.
Yep.
Then it's what if she took part in all of that? Would she be 92 and have her wits about her, I
don't know. Or would she live to 115? Who knows?
Who's saying she's not living to 115?
I know, but I'm just saying, they do have good genes in Eric's family. I'm going to say there are some good genes. Okay, that's it for the housekeeping portion of the pod. Yeah. We can move on. You want to go to love and hate?
Yes. Okay, wait, I have to look at mine on my phone. Because I want to pronounce it correctly.
And by the way, I was going to bring my love, but it's over there, and I forgot to get it, so I'm going to have you get it.
It's liney?
No, it's over there.
Okay, well, do you want me to just do that now?
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
My new cookbook.
I can't believe you're going to show people the cookbook.
I am. When was the last time you guys bought a cookbook?
This is not sponsored, but if you do want to sponsor us, Samin Nusrat.
Samin Nosrat. Okay, I just want to discuss. I love this cookbook. I've not bought a cookbook, of course, in like decades, because why do I need to buy one when I just follow recipes online? But I was very interested. She is the woman who did Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat, and is all about, adding those elements to a dish and kind of not always needing a recipe. So here's why this is my favorite thing. First of all, it's really beautiful. Second of all, I was very happy to support a book and buy a book. And I feel like I really started cooking a lot as the kids got older, and certainly during COVID, things turned, and I began to be a good cook. And with this book, I feel like I'm venturing into an area that I have never been in. No.
Chef status?
It is much harder, this cookbook. She calls to do things that I've never done before, like aquafaba. Does everybody know what that is? I didn't. It's the juice from a can of chickpeas that you use as a base and acts like egg whites. I didn't know that. There's like a Meyer lemon preserve that you need
that's
to
exactly
make.
what I just
Yes.
went. One pot chicken with pearl couscous and preserved lemon.
So this cookbook's very interesting. She really suffered during COVID and became very depressed and very sad, and had a very rough COVID, and began to cook and think about the way we cook for each other. And so this cookbook builds on each other. It builds on pieces. So the first pieces are like dressings and sauces, and then you use them later on. And she's like, some things are recipes, some things are like, throw this together with that. It is much harder. It is challenging me. I've made 4 things now from the cookbook. There's a grid of how to make roasted winter vegetable salads where you pick and choose from charts, which is really cool. So I just want to say this is my favorite cookbook, although I'm a little sad that the paper in this day and age is not super. It was a very expensive book. I'm not going to lie.
Do you want to tell the people how much you spent on the book?
No, because it was a treat, and I realized it was stupid. But for that amount of money, I would think that the paper would be better quality.
I mean, the quality of everything fucking sucks, and everything's like $1 kajillion.
Yes.
So
that goes into my hate. So you keep going.
I haven't even started.
Okay, please go into.
I wasn't
Wait,
even.
But it's also called Recipes and Rituals to Share with People You Love. Isn't that so nice? I really love
to
this.
our 5 followers.
Yes. I love the cookbook, and it's challenging. If you want to challenge yourself with recipes and not just a basic recipe, try it. It's hard.
Okay, so that is so not my love or hate.
No, Ava's not a cook. She doesn't like to cook.
Wait, okay, that is a lie. I enjoy cooking. It's just like, I honestly, like, you're not going to like what I'm going to say.
What, you don't like my cooking?
No.
Oh, that would be
I like to
bad.
cook. I honestly don't love our kitchen.
Really? It's not so easy.
I just don't think for somebody who mentally has to overcome the hurdle of cooking in the first place, I don't feel like our kitchen makes it conducive to that.
I'm just going to say that I think you're wrong about that and need to rethink. If you know the food writer and recipe artist, Lori Colwyn, from years ago, I have a cookbook over there of hers. She wrote about having the tiniest New York City kitchen and making amazing dishes in her little tiny apartment. And I have to say, I had in my 20s the teeniest of tiny kitchen. Like we have a...
And you didn't cook.
No, I did. I would cook and make unbelievable things.
You said that you did not become a cook until we've gotten older.
No, I said I didn't become a cook. It didn't mean I didn't cook. I wasn't a great cook.
Okay.
It took a long time. But I had crappy knives, and I'm like shredding vegetables for Roy Yamaguchi's.
Okay, but you were like motivated to do that, and I'm just not motivated to do
that's
that.
What I'm going to say.
And I don't love the kitchen.
I'm going to say, in the past year, I can't think of one time you cooked for me. So you might like to cook, but you live here, and I don't ever see you cook.
I mean, I'm taken care of.
Just saying you don't cook. Keep going.
I have a mother that buys good things. Okay. So my love of the week is this sacred about 10 days in between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. It's called, do you know what this period of time is called?
The Days of Awe.
No, yeah, but do you know how to say it in Hebrew?
Yamim? Is Yamim in there?
No.
What?
Aseret, Yami, Teshuvah.
Teshuvah is forgiveness.
Yes, forgiveness.
Yes, Teshuvah is forgiveness.
So, yep, it's 10 days. It is often called the Days of Awe. The Days of Awe. Anyway, the 10 days between the recent Jewish New Year and now our major day of repentance on Thursday is supposed to be a period of time where you reflect, pray, and do tzedakah, which is good charity and deeds. And I've honestly loved this period of time. I've been extremely introspective. You're also like supposedly being you're supposedly being judged the hardest by God in this 10-day period. Like if you're going to do something good or bad, like you shouldn't do it in this period. But like if you're going to do something good, like you totally should. And in this 10 days, you're like, you know, supposed to like reflect, give back. And I just think it's a great introspective period. I don't know if I've been holier than usual per se, but I have been thinking way more. So
I love that you're thinking about that. Here's my one question about that. I like it all. The idea of giving to charity or doing charitable work, very good. Introspection, always good. Asking for forgiveness, great. But really, like, if I'm nice to Dad, God's going to say, okay, this year,
it's just like in these 10 days, you should be more intentional with how you're acting.
I disagree with that. And I actually think that's wrong. And I'm going to look it up for next week. I don't think that's true because it doesn't come down to the 10 days of awe. It comes down to your whole life being intentional.
I'm not saying that God is only judging your 10 days of awe, but I'm saying let's be a little bit more mindful during these days.
I like the mindfulness. I just don't
They
think
wouldn't call them the
important.
days of awe if they weren't more important.
Yes, but in the days of awe, you're supposed to be introspective and you're supposed to consider your actions. I don't think it's that I'm supposed to run around like giving charity to everybody. So it's like a payoff.
No, I'm not saying, I mean, knowing the religion, it could be, but no.
No, that's not nice.
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
My
but
God.
That's not nice. Don't put that out there. That's not
I'm
nice.
not perpetuating stereotypes about us.
You are.
Okay, so really what I'm saying is I'm not saying that you have to do all this stuff to make up for it. I more so feel like if you were to do something like bad in these days of awe, that everybody's going to know it.
I don't know if that's true either. I think, though, that the days of awe are a very useful tool to be able to, and you could do this. I mean, lots of people do this on their birthday. You take a look back at your year and you think about how have I behaved? What have I done? Am I good? Should I be doing other things? What is helpful to society? I mean, I think it's always good to think about that. So I love that you're thinking about that.
I really don't like all of the heat I've been met with for this.
I just think we need to look into that because I don't think God's saying, good job on that. I'm going to make you a millionaire this year. But
he's watching closer.
Is he though? And is he a he? And is he a real?
He's watching closer. Okay. Hashem is all around.
I'm not sure about this. I don't know. I don't know whether or not there is a being. I just think.
This reminds me of something that a friend told me. One of my friends went to like maybe like everybody knows this and this was new to me, but my friends who went to religious school one day in like maybe elementary school, maybe middle school, I forget what they told me. When they were kids, they had a day and the teachers were like, we're going to show you what God looks like. Do you know about this?
No.
Like, you'll be able to see God. Like, we're going to show you God.
Someone this happened to?
Yeah.
Okay.
They, like, apparently do this at the Jewish schools.
Okay.
They're like, we're going to show you God.
And what, you look in the mirror?
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. I thought that it was going to be something else. When I heard this, I was like, oh, my God. I've never heard of this happening before.
Yeah.
Do you think that's crazy?
No, I think I get it. You look in the mirror because, like,
like, God operates within all of us and, like, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But, like, I'm just saying, like, as a kid, I would have been so excited. I would have been freaking out.
Because you thought it was the older man with the long
duh. I'd be meeting literally Zeus from Hercules. Like, I would have met him and, like, been so hype.
Okay. Well, no, it's you.
Okay.
And I'm not
the
even
fact
sure.
that you even guessed it is so crazy.
Listen. I know my Jewish education.
Yeah, I mean, it totally is. You didn't know that trick, though.
No, I didn't. But it makes sense.
It's such, like, it feels so classically Jewish for that to be the thing.
Yeah, I
do.
like it. I love that. I mean, there are some things in Judaism that are amazing. Okay, can we move on?
Some things.
Some. I mean, there are things that I don't necessarily agree. I mean, stoning an eye for eye, I'm not really sure about that.
Yeah, it's
in
true.
a lot of the stories, women are not treated equitably. That's an upsetting thing. You know, I mean, there's the gay community. I don't know. You're neither here nor there with whether or not it's acceptable according to certain sects of Judaism.
Wait, I thought that there was, like, gayness in the Torah.
We'll be double checking that, but I think
totally
the
think
ultra religious do not believe.
Right. But they don't like us
community.
Anyway.
That's true. They don't like anybody except themselves.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. I do just want to say, pointing out, I know I have her on the brain, but doesn't Ava look so much like Selena Gomez today? I think you do. She got married this weekend.
This is
I think
literally,
you look like her.
It's because you forgot to talk about her earlier and you're trying to find a segue.
No.
I'm not looking like Selena.
Ava does. She looks like Selena Gomez because Ava got her haircut, and I think she looks like Selena.
And Selena's married.
She is, and I'm very happy for her, and Will couldn't be more
excited. You know that
excited.
she's married to a Jewish man.
Benny Blanco is Jewish?
Yeah, that's not his name.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, you didn't know this?
I didn't. Now we have to fact check Benny Blanco's name.
No. He wears like a high all the time or something.
I also have to fact check that. I've never seen it.
Is Benny.
Anyway, she had, did you see her picture with the bridesmaids? I just showed it to you. Taylor Swift, Miley Cyrus, and Ariana Grande. Holy whoa.
Benjamin Joseph Levin is Jewish.
Oh, I love
she
that.
is now Selena Levin.
I love that.
And she actually posted with balloons that said Miss Levin.
Wow. So. I love that. Anyway, she got married. Okay. I'm going to say my hate. So I know that since we're talking about religion, I'm going to politics also. I have to. I just have to. So this week, I walk the dog in the morning, and there are a lot of Latino men who stand outside buildings because they're going to be working on apartments and doing some of the work. And then last night, I was walking the dog, and there was a delivery man who was Spanish, and he loved Liney, and so he stopped to talk to me and to Pat Liney, and he loved him. And then also on the streets during the day on Broadway, you see moms with their kids, like on the street corner, sitting on Broadway, like trying to sell tamales and trying to sell candy. And I just find it shameful. These people are just trying to make a decent wage and a decent living, and I just find it shameful that in a country of immigrants, we are sending these people away, and it must be terrifying to be these delivery people and to be these men who are working in the buildings. And you know what? They're not taking jobs. They're doing jobs that we don't want to do. And it's just very upsetting to me. And you see just these little kids. Do you see them on the subway? Like moms wear babies in slings and they're trying to sell candy on subway cars. It is very upsetting.
Apparently, Bad Bunny, who's also doing the Super Bowl halftime show, is not touring in the U.S. because he's scared that ICE is going to stand outside of his shows.
I get it. Did you see they arrested the superintendent of Iowa schools? I mean, it's absurd what's going on.
That's crazy.
Yes, illegal immigrant, they say. They arrested him. We have a friend who told us that someone who's beloved in her office got picked up by ICE.
Really? Oh my God. It's so sad.
So I have to say, my hate this week is we are a democracy and the land of opportunity for all immigrants, because most of us are immigrants here. We need to do better.
An excerpt from Schoolhouse Rock. My grandmother came from Russia.
Oh, God.
A satchel on her knee. My grandfather had his father's cap he brought from Italy.
Wow, you remember that.
They heard about a country where life might let them win. They took the ferry to America, and there they melted in. The Great American Melting Pot. The Great American Melting Pot.
I do not know that one from Schoolhouse Rock.
5 great ingredients, liberty and immigrants. Oh, what a stew, red, white, and blue.
Nice.
Thank you, everybody.
Wow, Ava's singing. Whoa, every episode we need Ava singing.
Guys, like,
I can't
honestly,
believe you remembered that.
Thanks. I remember everything. Schoolhouse Rock was really formative for me.
We've discussed this. Why do you remember it? Because
what is it? And Jupiter's big, and Saturn shows off its rings. Uranus was built on a funny tilt, and Neptune is its twin.
And what?
And little Pluto is the farthest planet from the sun. I just said Uranus was built on a funny tilt.
Yeah, but they didn't remember that.
No, but they could see my facial expressions.
Uranus.
Everybody remembers that.
Uranus, as I call it. Okay, what's your hate?
Auntie Freed has a picture of it. I know she does. There is a picture of me holding a sign that says Uranus in a big
Was
circle.
that called like Interplanet Janet?
Interplanet Janet. She's a galaxy girl, a solar system miss from a future world. She travels on a comet with her.
Keep going.
Okay.
Too much singing.
There's never been a planet Janet hasn't
what do you
seen.
Hate?
Okay, so I guess my hate is like inherently political, even though like it's totally not. But like seriously, the weather right now is so fucking hot, and it just makes me think that we're all gonna catch on a big ball of fire and like blow up and die. Like seriously, it's October and it's 78 degrees. Like there's not gonna be a planet for anybody's children to inhabit, and I don't know why we're not talking about that one more. Because like everybody's talking about, I want kids. Where are they gonna live?
I think people are talking about it. I think you may not be talking about it.
No. I know people are talking about it, but I mean in this specific area.
Greta Thunberg is talking about it.
She's on the flotilla.
Or she was.
Actually, like I read somewhere that the people on the flotilla all turned against Greta. No. I heard that she's unpopular on the flotilla.
Fact check that.
I was hearing that there was major flotilla controversy.
It's not recent. That was
there's a recent flotilla.
Oh,
they're on another mission.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Sailing the high seas.
Okay.
No, I've obviously like always had this thought at the back of my mind, but I'm more so am thinking about the conversation around like reproducing. Like nobody's like, like where are children gonna live? Everybody's just like getting pregnant.
I don't think everybody's getting pregnant. I thought your generation is opted not to have children.
I mean, I don't know a single person my age that has said I'm not having kids because they're not gonna have anywhere to live.
Right, that's true. They're saying no, but aren't people saying they're not having kids because it's such a crazy, horrible world?
No, not that I know.
Really?
Anyway, that's my hate. Like, seriously, am I the only one thinking about... I mean, to be fair, like, I've never had a fondness for children, as we know. But, like, seriously, now more than ever, like, it's 80 degrees in October.
Yes.
Like, your child is going to be deprived of water. Like,
no, I think it's going to end up being one of those horror movies that have like the typhoon coming and washing
and everybody's gonna like die,
or like we're gonna blow
I mean
up.
Florida's about to be underwater. I don't know what's going on around these parts, but Manhattan's an island.
Yes, it is, which means
Mars is red.
Okay, let's go.
So that was our love and hates. I think my singing was good today.
I just think it's not as exactly Selena Gomez. Since you look like her, I'm waiting for her
I'm
to
not
sing.
Trying to be Selena, okay? Like, let's just clear one thing up. My brother loves me my mother and father in that order, Linus and Selena Gomez.
It's true.
So I have to say, like, yeah, I like the Wizards of Waverly Place, but like I actually live with a Selena fangirl who loves her more than anything. Like, might even give up Linus for adoption to meet her. Don't you think?
Possibly. He did go to Murders in the Building to go stand outside the filming because it's in our neighborhood, so he could see her a couple times. Yeah, he likes her a lot.
So I can't even compete.
She's been through a lot. She's had a hard life, and her story resonates with him. He likes, Will is always someone very compassionate.
He also loves
people.
Demi, though.
He does. He loves Demi, too. And they, they're no longer.
I know Demi wasn't in the wedding.
She also went, well, they're not, I don't think they speak anymore, do they?
You're way more tapped in through Will.
I think they don't
know.
speak.
We can have Will call in next week about all the Selena stuff.
I think he's happy for Selena. He wants her to be happy. I thought Will told me that, and I will fact check this. I thought she's the most followed person on Instagram.
Wait, maybe Ronaldo, but like, yes. But I don't know if Will's happy for her. You need to ask him.
No, I think he's happy that she's happy. He wants her to be happy. And by the way,
I don't know how he feels about Benny.
I liked her dresses. I know. I'm not sure about Benny. I saw an interview with them. I wasn't sure. Okay.
All
Benny,
right.
I need to know more about you.
I'm pulling up my phone because
we have a listener question.
Exactly.
Know why? Because somebody used the speak pipe, and you people are not using the speak pipe. Please use the speak pipe. Please write to us. Please leave comments. We love your comments. Thanks for leaving your comments on Instagram. Our friend, you know who you are, up in Westchester.
Okay, so I'm reading this one. This wasn't left by voice, but was written in.
Okay, no speak pipe.
Hi, Totally Unqualified. I feel like I've been compromising a lot lately, whether it's with my partner or my friends. For example, I went out with my partner and our friends. I was hesitant at first, but I ended up having fun. Not far into the night, I was ready to go home, but she wanted to stay. I couldn't tell if I should just go along with her or if it's okay to listen to myself and then leave. How do I know when compromise is the right move versus when I should prioritize what I want? Another example, I always end up going to my friend's apartment, but they rarely come to mine. How do you figure out when it's worth it to compromise and when it's okay to set boundaries?
I think that's a really good question.
Me too.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think you can over-compromise, right? And you can always go to their apartment and you can always stay late at the party. And it's going to put you in a bad mood. And if it's putting you in a bad mood, then I think you need to take a look, which this person seems to be doing. And I think it's perfectly within your realm to say, you know what, I'm not having a good time at the party. I'm going to go, right? There's a difference between saying you have to come with me.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to go, you stay and have a good time. And I often do that with Dad, right? Like if Dad wants to stay somewhere and because I notoriously have had enough earlier on, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go. And so if that doesn't upset the person, that's good. I think this requires communication. Like what will the person be upset if you do that? Okay, well, if they're not upset, great. If they are, well, let's work something out where if I'm feeling like I need to go a few times in the month, sometimes I'll stay, sometimes I'll go. But it should be two-way street.
Agreed. And I think that if something is that important that you need the other person to go, then then you don't do that at that time. What I felt like in my past relationship, I felt like there was a lot of stuff that was really important that I felt obligated to go to, and it made it hard for me to distinguish what was something I actually needed to go to and what was something that, you know, the person I was with wanted my company for.
Yes.
And so I find that even trickier to navigate, because then it seems like it's like the boy who cried wolf. Everything's important and then you have to go to everything. But I think when it's not specified, or if it's just like a random weekend night, or it's just like a casual going out thing, you're able to better gauge it.
Again, I think it comes to communication, right? Like, First of all, it's kind of flattering that somebody wants you to come to everything. Is that not nice?
It's your partner.
No, I know, but that's nice that they want you to
Mom,
come all the time.
Why is that nice? The person that you're with should want to hang out with you all the time.
Really?
No?
I don't know.
You don't want to hang out with Dad?
Not all the time. He can be insane.
Okay, if I asked Dad this question, he would say he wanted to hang out with you all the time.
Probably, because I'm so scintillating. No, he would not say that, because I can be...
Mom, he literally came into my room yesterday and said, I'm so excited to hang out with Mom. Like...
Okay, so that's because we don't hang out a lot. Okay, sorry, did I cut you off? Do you want to keep going?
No, I'm just saying that, like, I also think that there is a level of, like, what's actually important that you go to and what you can handle missing.
Right. I guess the question is, what are you guys both looking forward to going to? And what's something that you're not looking forward to going to, but you're going to go to be supportive? And what's something, right, that you are not looking forward to and you don't really want to go, or you want to leave early? I think if you just set it up in advance and say, you know what, I'm really tired. I've worked really hard this week. I'm going to come for a little while, but I'm probably going to leave early.
Yeah, and I think that's compromise enough. If the person that you're with has an issue with that, I think that's an issue.
But then they should compromise too, right?
Yeah, and they shouldn't expect you to go to everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They need to compromise. And as far as the apartment and friends hanging out,
I mean,
think
that's a
really
common. It's so common. People don't want to leave their spaces.
Well, I also think a good question would be, why don't you want to come to my apartment? Like,
totally.
Is it smelly? Is it
small? The first thing I was going to say is smelly.
Really?
Well, the person that wrote
Smelly,
this has
small.
a nice apartment, so it's not that. I think that people are fucking lazy. And you know what? I'll say it with my chest. I am comfortable losing a friendship if you are not committed enough to come to me. And I will even go a step further and say that Nattles makes an effort. I haven't even asked her to do this. Like, I mean, she has a little bit of an excuse because her parents live up here, but I never asked her to do this. But Natalie and I are on such different schedules. She lives in Brooklyn. I live in Manhattan. Blah, blah, blah. Natalie stays on the Upper West Side once a week so we can hang out. So
yeah, I have to say that, Natalie. And by the way, Natalie, I can't remember who said it, but someone said to me this week what a great podcast guest you are. So we really need to get you back on the
are
pod.
you formally inviting her?
I am. I'm formally inviting you, Nat, even though you don't need an invitation. We want you back.
Oh, happy birthday, Rafi. Today's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Rafi. And Nat, happy late birthday. So I think if you're friends, friendship is a two-way street for everything. And going to each other's apartments or spaces is one of them. Listen, I understand you live home. It's not like the easiest thing for your friends to come over, you know?
I don't invite them over that much, though.
No, and when we're gone, you can have them over. But, you know, it's not optimal and ideal for your friends to come here.
No, but I'm not expecting that.
Right.
But if I go to, let's say, like, I go to Brooklyn a lot. If there was one time where I really was like, I want to see you guys, like, can you come here? Right. And everybody was like, no, it's too far. I'd be like, that's fucking annoying.
Yes. I think it's a give and take, always a give and take. And so if you are feeling like you are going to someone's apartment all the time or your friend's apartments all the time and they don't come to you, you got to say something to your friends. And you got to just say, it hurts my feelings that you guys don't come to me.
Ditto.
Right?
Ditto.
So I think we've solved that issue.
I actually think that one had a solution.
Yeah, speak up. Speak your piece.
And remember, you can reach out to us via the link in our bio, Instagram at Totally Unqualified Podcast. All right, moving on.
Okay, let's talk about our big issue this week. And we've talked a lot, so maybe we'll be short on this. But it is the days of awe. And I have been thinking a lot about...
Was that how you were going to start it?
No.
If I didn't talk about it?
No, but it is why I'm thinking about it.
Have you been thinking about the days of awe?
Yes, I've been thinking... Yes.
I don't know. You haven't really mentioned anything religious to me.
Maybe I don't need to mention something religious. But, you know, there's been a lot going on this year.
Mm-hmm.
And so Yom Kippur is a typical time to reflect, as Ava said. And so I've been thinking a lot about apologizing, because you are supposed to apologize, not to you. You're supposed to apologize in this period, and you ask for forgiveness, not only from the people you think you've wronged, but the Jewish community as a whole stands together and asks for forgiveness for things you have never heard of in your life. And I should have looked some of them up.
I can look it up.
Effrontery is one of them.
What's that?
I don't know. There are all these sins, and you beat at your heart, your chest, and you ask forgiveness. I love the idea that the community asks for forgiveness together. And you know why I was told you do it as a community?
Why?
Because if you forget to personally ask for forgiveness for this one thing, somebody's got you covered. And you do it as a community, and you do it all together, so you cover each other. So I wanted to talk about apologizing, because in our family, I'm going to say everybody has a hard time apologizing in this family. It does not come naturally. It takes a lot for people to apologize. There are some of us who think we are very good apologizers, myself, and apparently I'm not a good apologizer.
You're not. I think that I might be the best apologizer in the family.
Not at all. The worst.
Are you kidding?
So not good.
I'm so good at apologizing.
I'm going to say
I apologized to
no.
Will twice this summer, both times extremely genuine.
I think I apologize all
Mom,
the time. I always
seriously,
say I was wrong.
No. You do this whole Fukaki thing that you and Will both do, that you're like a blanket apology that feels non-specific.
No, that's not right. I don't do that. I don't. But let's talk about why we have a problem. Because I think lots of people have problems.
Because I'm not apologizing.
Wrong. So I believe in our family. Our problem is that we're all a little headstrong, so we all think we're right.
Yeah.
Right?
Obviously.
But this is a period of time where we should think more about apologizing, and we should do it. Because you know what? It makes you feel so much better when someone apologizes, right? Doesn't it make you feel better? It's like you clear the air and you move on.
I think apologizing sometimes is super necessary, and you need to swallow your pride and, like, you know, say the thing that you feel sorry for. If you're being a
bad friend, I want to know if I'm being a bad friend, and I will feel horrible. But I'm glad you told me, and I will apologize.
Yeah.
If I agree.
I feel if you agree. Okay.
No, but I like hearing what someone else has to say.
I too do not have a problem with feedback. I like getting feedback. I think that feedback is important. It doesn't offend me. And I'm even going to take it a step further and say this. If you're somebody like me who communicates extremely directly and often doesn't consider the harshness of their tone, I think, and the directness of what they're saying, I think that apologizing can feel unnecessary, and also kind of like, I don't know. I think a lot.
Wait, what do you mean? I don't understand. Because, by the way, it is, I think we're both a little like that. It's like a nuclear bomb goes off, and then you walk away.
When I'm not trying to offend you, when I'm just trying,
you're being very direct, which a lot of people have trouble with.
And I tend to take the mindset that having an issue with my directness is your issue. Whereas I could be better at adopting the idea that, like, maybe it's a little too strong for some people.
You should adopt that idea.
But
because you know what? You got to live in the world with people.
And I'm going to...
Because people are going to begin to not like
and
you.
I'm gonna
because they're going to be like, she's a fucking bitch.
Yeah, I know. And I understand that. And that probably has happened before and will probably happen again. But at the same time, I think everybody's too fucking sensitive. Like, I think everybody's tolerance for the truth. Nobody likes feedback. Nobody wants real feedback. Everybody wants to hear what they're doing well so they can feel better about whatever they're doing. But nobody likes when somebody says you can improve in this area, right? I don't love when, you know, I'm at work and somebody's like, you could do better at X, Y, and Z, but I end up learning and growing from this. I feel like there is this epidemic of people saying, I want feedback. I want feedback. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. And you tell them the truth and they fucking lose it because they can't handle it. And I think that I would rather have my communication style than be somebody who's scared of like hearing things in all honesty, which is why, dare I say, not to hype myself up, but just to say, like, I would only want this whole ghosting incident thing to happen to me because I really do feel like most people I know couldn't have handled it. You couldn't have handled that at my age.
I could not.
And I just think about that sometimes. And I think about people I know in like workplace settings. I'm like, how do you get feedback from your managers? I know that this is a conversation about apologizing and forgiveness. And I do have to say, yes, I understand. I do need to be better at apologizing. I think that I can come on too strong. People get offended by what I say, and it's not usually intentional. Sometimes it is, and I know it is. But I do think about people who can't handle feedback at work. I'm like,
yeah, but I feel like you're being very judgmental, right, to other people. I'm just going to say, what about kindness, right? Where does kindness fit in here? Because I think we should all be a little kinder to each other, that we've lost kindness in our society. And I feel like being empathetic and kind and understanding goes a lot of times hand in hand with apologizing.
I agree.
Right? And so...
No, I don't agree, actually. I think that I am empathetic and understanding and kind, and everybody has things going on.
You weren't just empathetic and understanding and kind. You're like, you wanted feedback and now you can't handle it. Like, that's not nice. Like, maybe people are trying, but they're not as strong as you are. Or maybe it hit them in a different way than they thought. You're judging their reaction.
I'm saying, like, I'm not saying my feedback. I'm saying now strictly the world. Like, you're at a job, like, you're going to get unsolicited feedback whenever.
Yes.
I feel like there's nothing preparing people.
Well, that's because parents have raised a generation of children
weak
who
people.
did no wrong.
Right, weak people.
Okay,
I do believe in kindness. We in this house have had a tough year. I am more understanding than anybody that people have extenuating circumstances. I don't think that these two things are mutually exclusive. I think that you can have a whole... It's like, I'm trying to think. I went into work. I didn't tell anybody that, like, my grandmother died and my boyfriend and I broke up within, like, a however long span. And I wasn't saying to people, everybody has to be nicer to me this week because I'm really going through it.
Right.
So, like, you also kind of have to, like, the world doesn't always lead with kindness. I think, yes, it is a Jewish value. It is something nice to do. Everybody has things going on. To always take that minute to consider the things that others have is important.
It is. More than ever, I think.
Agreed. Do I think that people do that? The same people that say to do that, do that? No.
Okay, but I guess for me, I'm going to turn it back to me personally and say... I do sometimes struggle with apologizing, particularly with Dad, because Dad's not a great apologizer.
I mean, Dad's probably the worst.
And Dad's not a good apologizer, not because he's callous, but I think because he's not, like, super tuned in sometimes. Like, he didn't pay attention, and so it went by him, right? That's what I sort of think happens with him. And so I think I would like to, as a human being, apologize more or be more aware of my actions. And also, I've been thinking this week a lot about what you just said. You don't know what other people are going through, and you are bringing your own feelings to something without having any idea that they may be going through something hard also, right? So I just think we all have trouble apologizing for some reason, and we dig in, and maybe we'd all be a little happier if we let go and were more apologetic, and we'd feel like we were letting go of the bad energy and bringing in the good.
Okay. Yeah, I don't disagree with any of that.
I also think it's interesting that you think you are a good apologizer.
when I feel as though I have wronged somebody, I have no problem.
Feel like you need to be prompted, like, Ava, you were wrong, you should apologize?
It depends on the circumstance. I think it depends. I think fighting with family and apologizing to family is different than friends.
But yeah, I think that's true.
I will say one more thing.
It's harder with family?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's true.
And I'm less willing to, because Will doesn't fucking apologize either.
Yeah, he's not so good either.
I will say this, and it's going to upset you, and I know that you're not going to like what I'm going to say.
Can't wait.
This might be my hottest take of all time. I have thought about this a million times. I've thought about it in every way one could. I do not believe in taking the high road. Full stop.
Interesting.
I don't.
Say more. I don't understand.
Like when they go low, we go high. No, not for me.
Yeah, Will isn't like that either.
When they go low, I'm going lower. Like, I do not believe in this whole, like, divine, the universe, their life will be miserable. Like, if you fucking offend me, I will offend you back. Like, I don't believe in this whole being the bigger person. So you're going
to the eye for the eye. You're going to stoning. You're going to stone the perpetrator. The man who steals your goose, you're going to go steal his goose.
Maybe I'll go steal 3 of his geese. Yeah, like... Seriously, I think that people are too ruthless in this life to take the high road on.
What do you mean?
I just feel like everybody looks out for themselves, and like you're not teaching anybody a lesson by taking the high road. Like,
no, is it supposed to be teaching a lesson? I thought it's like supposed to be what I'm comfortable living with. I like to take the high road.
We know.
No,
obviously, your whole thing is about apologizing.
Well. But my whole thing is about acting and behaving in a way that feels comfortable and good for me and who I am as a human being.
And it feels comfortable.
I don't want to... Yeah, I don't think there should be pleasure in, like, screwing somebody up because they messed with you.
Yeah, I feel comfortable and fine as a human being doing that because...
Do you think that's generational?
No, I think that Will and I, in this way, like, both just, like, don't have this same... belief in humanity that you do. Like, I just have the idea that, like, if somebody's gonna, like, screw me over or do something, like, nasty to me, like, they already did that to me, so why am I not doing something back? Like, I'm not saying I'm going out of my way. I'm just saying that, like, I don't give people the same benefit of the doubt of, like, maybe they'll learn from being rude. Maybe no.
Or maybe I don't care enough and I just want to walk away.
I mean, walking away is different, though. Sometimes I'll walk away. If I don't care enough, I'll walk away.
Yeah.
But I'm not taking the high road.
So,
I'll apologize if I'm wrong.
What do your friends do?
What do you mean?
Like, do they take the high road, any of your friends, or are they
I have
the
no
same
idea.
as you? I mean, I'm trying to figure out if it's because you guys grew up in this weird dystopian...
No, I just think it's literally a Will and I thing.
Really?
Like, I think everybody...
Because it's like my parenting skills with Dad. Like, we've been not good parents.
No, I think it makes us strong individuals that we don't want to take shit.
I know you're strong, but... I don't believe... It's not an eye for an eye.
I just don't believe in this basic sense of, like, goodness that you do.
Yeah, I do.
I just don't feel like people are actually all good in the way that you want them to be. I think sometimes you have to fuck someone over. Like, if you fuck me over, I'll fuck you back twice as hard.
Yeah, I'm not there.
I just don't think the divine intervention of the universe.
Like, let them go
because let them teach them a lesson. Like,
why is that your job?
Because people just want to get away with being assholes. I'll be a bigger asshole back.
I mean, I definitely will say something if someone's being rude.
And guess what? I might even say this. I don't think I'm a bad person. I think that I take the low road whenever I feel like I need to, and I don't think it makes me a bad person. In my mind, I'm teaching you a lesson. Don't fuck with me.
And do you think people do that to you? Like, do people take do you ever do stuff and people call you out on it?
Yeah, of course. Really? Call me out. As I've said, I'm susceptible to feedback. I love feedback.
Wow. I need to think about this more. I do. I need to process it.
And I think Will would say the exact same thing.
I know. I think he would too. And I feel like, how did we raise these 2 kids? Ay.
But here's the thing, and I will say this. We possess something that not many of you have. the ability to take it. Like, if you were to tell me things that are wrong with me, I could take it.
Yeah, you and Will are pretty
We
tough.
could take the feedback.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, these people asking to take the high road, they couldn't handle the low road, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sad about the low road. I need to think about this a little more. But okay, I hear what you're saying, and I see why. And sometimes things get you so angry that you do have to speak up and say something. Well, yeah, you do.
I get annoyed, but like, think about when I've gotten angry, like not that long.
No, but you get annoyed.
But I don't have like that inner rage that some people have.
Really?
I don't have that fire burning. No.
So when that guy, you saw the picture of him with that girl and he blew you off, you weren't like a little pissed off? That would feel a little enraging.
I was like, oh my God, he's such a freak. Did I do something weird? He's such a freak. He's such a freak.
Really?
I think that was my whole thought process. And like, I hope that he gets like chlamydia. Like, I don't know what else like I was feeling. Like, yes,
I would have been mad.
Internally, it was taking a lot in me not to like call him or whatever. But like, some people are just not worth that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to end on apologizing and say, well, I think it's helpful that we have the days of awe and we think about our behavior. I do think that we should think about it all the time.
Agreed.
It shouldn't just be a time a year kind of thing, because I think you're happier if you're living with your core values.
Agreed.
And my core value, I think, differs from yours. So that's interesting. Like, I think I want to learn, I don't know, I need to be more open to apologizing. So, on that note, if I've done something to offend or hurt you,
I think, like, I know God wants us to apologize, but like, this is so non-specific. Like, what if I'm holding on to something?
Well, I can't remember what I did.
Okay. If I have offended or hurt your feelings in this past year,
I know you have, but I can't remember what you did.
I do apologize deeply, and I feel it from my heart, and I'm saying it with my heart.
Thanks,
See, because I can apologize, I just don't take the high road.
I understand. All right. And with that,
we say good night. We bid you adieu.
Adieu.